Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I'm of course your host Aaron, and today I am extremely tired. I have just worked the last 3 days, I am running on fumes, I am hungry, but there's a lot to talk about. So let's get rolling with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. So first off, I want to tell you that yesterday there was no video. Yeah, I know, a lot of people are like, oh, where's your video, Aaron? Well, here's what happened. I took a little trip somewhere, and after reviewing the video, I kind of thought I was a little bit mean in there, and I said, I can't do that. Even though it was my comical, like, haha, Aaron's angry or whatever, I don't know, I didn't like it, so that had to be scrapped. And by the time I was going to film another episode, I was so beat, I fell asleep on the couch, and here we are today. Something, almost 24 hours later. Hey, we're back, baby. Anyway, so we're shooting a video today, and it's not a really good video because I am livid about the fact for this 1200 count, or maybe it was 1200 count, I believe, or maybe, yeah, of Goku, Super Saiyan. He's like stenciled and edged. I probably won't post a picture of because it's getting kind of late and I want to post why this day is still fresh, or by the time I still have 3 hours left in the day. And it was being sold by this company called Event. Event has a Whatnot stream. If you don't know what Whatnot is like a channel where people like sell shit live and you buy it, you have a credit card linked, you purchase it, it charges you, they send the shit out to you whenever the stream is done or whenever they give you a promised date. So what happened with Event is they bought a bunch of Funko Pops from Funko. Funko's doing that LE, limited edition tier list. This one's probably like near the top of the list because there's only, 1,200 of these bad boys. And Event was giving them out throughout their stream. So they opened up the stream at 5 Eastern Standard Time, jumped on in. It took them 45 minutes to do their first drop, and they didn't even drop a lot. They dropped 5 of these Gokus. So I'm like, what the blank? A lot of people in the chat are like, yo, what the F? When they started their stream, they're having a lot of issues, a lot of bots. They were bidding like in the thousands for garbage. And then later on, when there was actual bids and they fixed stuff, there was a kind of like you win this bid, you get either a number or you get a Funko Pop. Now, most of these Funko Pops were valued at less than, I'm just gonna be honest with you, less than like $10. And these guys are saying they're like $15 to $40. Everyone's laughing in the channel at them. So I don't know what was going on with Event. This is my first time experiencing this. I know Chalice had a drop for like a limited edition Funko Pop, but whatever Event was doing, people were not happy with it. The stream started, I want to say, with like 65,000 people, which is incredible. And by the time they got things going, it dropped down to maybe about like 4,000. I don't know if they have moderators who were able to find who is bidding these crazy numbers and kick them and shit. But the principle of the matter is they were only dropping a certain amount of these Gokus on their buy it now. They won't announce it. They won't tell you how many they're dropping at a time. And there are bots that can basically just buy this shit whenever it's posted. It's a big mess. In my opinion, it's a huge mess, and as a collector, I think it's garbage. Now look, I don't really need the Goku. I wanted the Goku. He looked cool. I figure in the next episode of 8 Minutes There, I'm gonna have to show you a picture since I keep talking about it. But I did check it once I got home before I shot the video. They still have about 2.5K members, or they're not members, 2.5 people in their channel. Now they do have a whole separate thing they're doing. They're taking 200 of these Gokus and they're giving them out to their top tier subscribers and shit like that. Now, I guess that's not unfair. These people probably pay them money. Event wants to give back to the community that, is saying, hey, you guys are doing a great job. So I guess that's okay. But the way they're doing it, I wouldn't have done it like this. It looked like a shit show the first 45 minutes, like I said. And once they got things together, they said, okay, we're going to make another drop, and they dropped maybe like 10. So if you think about it, this thing, I should have mentioned that they're doing this all month. So you have another at least 25 days if they're going to give 1,000 out per, or 50 per day. Let's divide that, by what, 50 or 1,000 by 50. We got, like 25 Johns? No, don't. We got 20 Johns. So for 20 days, they're going to be giving out 50 of these Funko Pops. And they might skip weekends. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know their whole schedule. They did have like a sheet or some shit that they were trying to post up on their Whatnot, their script notes. I don't know. I don't do Whatnot posts. I don't sell stuff on Whatnot. If I did, I would try to be a little bit more organized than they are. I mean, look, they're a company that's been around for quite some time, and they're having a limited edition Funko Pop. I think they should have been a little bit more well prepared. And you had the people on Instagram and X, you got Funko Finders and Diss Trackers, they're commenting about this whole crap. Like, it's just very hard to kind of comprehend how this is just snowballing into such trash. And me and my buddy Brian, we were trying to, stay on the stream. I stayed on until about 6:45. I had to leave, and that was the last drop that they had. And they kept saying scroll and refresh, and if you're not refreshing, cancel out of the app, go back onto the app. I've done all that shit, and I didn't see those Funko Pops until I scrolled, it refreshed, and they were sold out. So my opportunity window is like so microscopic small. I don't think I'd ever get one of these Gokus, and it sucks because he looked pretty decent. And they said they were selling him at MSRP. Well, MSRP for that Goku should have been like 15 to 20 bucks. They're selling it for $40. So it's not really MSRP. And I felt really bad for the people paying like $80, $90 to try to get a spot on this wheel to win a Goku. And they didn't win, and they got like a $8 Funko Pop. Now, look, like I said, that's their choice, that's their risk, and all that garbage. But hey, I'm never gonna take that kind of risk. Not for one Funko. Maybe if it was a one-piece Funko Pop, I might go in that direction. But for my first one or whatnot, I can't even pronounce it anymore. For my first whatnot stream that I was trying to get a limited edition Funko Pop, this was not something that I feel like I want to do. It's really a waste of time. And I don't want to have to go on every single day for an opportunity. I think there should have been a lottery, or I think that you may have pay $5 and enter a lottery. That I could have understood. We're gonna release 50 of these Johns. You put in $5, We'll spin this wheel and we'll land on a number. And if you get this number, you win this Funko Pop. I don't think just put it in the buy it now, click, 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 and you're gonna get a Funko Pop. It just doesn't work for me. And I'm gonna go check afterwards. I'm probably sure. They said they're gonna run all night. Now, they started at 2, I think, Central or Pacific Standard Time. I don't know what the fuck time they started. But if it was 5 with this, I think they were 3 behind. And they said they're going to go all night. So if you don't have any plans, you don't work, you don't have anywhere to go, you don't have family, you don't have friends, and you could sit in a chair all day, they've got you by the balls. Because that's what I guess they want. They want you to either pay for their premium diamond membership to get that opportunity at that Goku, or they want you to spend your hard money and give you goofed up Funko Pops with 1 out of 10 actually, what did they get? 5? I think they gave 10 chase pops away and 5 of the Gokus every time they did their little spin wheel thing. So if you want, go on Event, it's on Whatnot. I don't know, I can give you $10 discount code. I don't know how to do that shit, but I have one, I guess. But that's about it. So, my name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me with 8 Minutes with Aaron. I'm giving this whole event thing a down. It's definitely getting it down. I will see you next time. We'll go more stuff, more things, and, of course, more of me. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.